What about the measles outbreak that we've seen down in Texas? A lot of folks are blaming Kennedy for that because they think he's been too wishy-washy on his messaging. What say you? We've had a rise in cases.
Well, the outbreaks that have occurred, and they've occurred for years before Secretary Kennedy was in office, are in communities that just don't believe in vaccinating kids. Mennonite communities, in migrant communities where they've not had vaccines or believed in vaccines or wanted vaccines, one of those reasons. So I encourage parents to get their kids vaccinated against measles. I think we need to be honest with people on what we know and don't know. The MMR vaccine is a tried and true vaccine that's been around for a while. At the same time, we have to be honest about the facts about measles. It has a very low mortality rate, extremely low. There's almost certainly a underlying comorbid condition. So again, I'm not suggesting that people can skip it if they are healthy, but we have to be honest with the data to people, and that's how we rebuild public trust.
He's getting hit by some for not, when he sat with the grieving father of a 6-year-old girl who died, not telling her that vaccines work. Do you think that was inappropriate in that setting for him not to raise the effectiveness of the vaccines?
I don't know the details of that. I do know that vaccines save lives. I do know that a vaccine-preventable death is a tragedy every time that it occurs. At the same time, we have to be honest with people. Do they need a hepatitis B vaccine the day of birth for a new baby if the mom's Hep B negative? No, they don't.
Right.
And so when you have an absolutism around the vaccine schedule where you don't allow moms to make a modification where a modification may be appropriate, that's when you lose public trust. And on Secretary Kennedy, people love to blame him for, something like an outbreak, but the reality is the MMR vaccination rates have been flat. So there's always been a portion of the United States population, left, right, religious, doesn't matter. There's a segment that does not choose to get their kids vaccinated. We live in a free country. And that segment has not really changed over time.
So he hasn't driven them down or up since he became a national figure this past year plus?
If anything, I think it's the lying during COVID. It was all the government misinformation and absolutism that bred some of that distrust.
Yes.